Love is my form, truth is my breath, this is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, this is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, this is my food. Love is my form, truth is my
We at Prashanti offer our humblest pranams at the most sacred lotus feet of Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. Welcome brothers and sisters, this is Nalini.
In previous Prashanti, we saw the total transformation that had come upon Satyam after the scorpion sting. Today, let us travel to Hampi, where Satya performed a miracle which baffled his brother Sheshamaraju. Satyam went back to Uravakonda after he recovered from the effects of the torturous treatment at the hands of the exorcist. One day, Ramaraju, a friend of Sheshamaraju, came to his house and invited Sheshamaraju to visit Hampi with Satya, whom they revered as God, watching his various miracles. Sheshamaraju agreed and went to Hampi. They revelled in the marvels of the architectures at Hampi, like the 1,000-pillared hall which produced musical notes when the pillars were struck. The famous chariot and other beautiful structures. When they came to the Virupaksha temple, Satyam chose to stay outside. His behavior seemed a little strange to others. Anyway, Sheshamaraju entrusted Satyam with their luggage and warning him not to get absent-minded and wander away, he went in with others to have a darshan of the Lord. Sheshamaraju saw Satyam inside the sanctum sanctorum of the temple. Confused and angry that Satyam had dared to come in and stand in the place of Virupaksha, Sheshamaraju made someone stand by Satya outside the temple and went in. And lo and behold, he saw Satyam again inside the Shivalingam. Baba himself has narrated this incident.
Thinking that it's not possible to have education here, the boy is taken to Uravkonda by brother Sheshamaraju. The friend of his brother Ramaraju has taken him to Udupi. And as it happened to be the holidays, many people also accompanied. He is taken to Ballari and thereafter to Virupaksha temple there in Hampi.
Prema Swarupulara.
Embodiments of love. When Bhagawan was there in Uravkonda,
Corporation Commissioner.
the corporation commissioner at that time stayed in Ballari. That gentleman had a dream, where in the dream he was to go to a particular number of the house, meet Satya and bring him along with him. His wife Lakshmi Devi also had similar dream where it was indicated clearly, you also follow your husband and bring Satyam along with you both. Bhagavan stayed at the residence of the chairman of the corporation. And Bhagavan was taken to Virupaksha temple, which happens to be very close to the house of the chairman. Sheshamaraju and his wife wanted Bhagavan to take care of all their belongings outside as they would go into the temple to have the visit of the holy shrine. Swami accepted their proposal. Both husband and wife have gone into the temple. There both of them saw Bhagavan there in the sanctum sanctorum of the temple. Sheshamaraju has so many doubts. How is it that I asked Satyam to stay outside the temple? How is it that I find him? And he came out. There he saw Swami there. He went inside. There he saw Swami again. Still he was having doubts. He asked his wife to go outside. You stay with Satyam there outside the temple. See that Satyam won't move. He will be there only. And he has gone inside. There he found smiling Bhagavan there in Santorum. All this was noticed by the commissioner who accompanied them. After coming out, he caught hold of the hands of Seshamarazu. He said, Razu, you are mistaken. He is not your brother. He is not an ordinary person. This is the divine power, he said.
Thank you for watching Prashanti. Jai Sai Ram.
Let's proceed on to our very first telecast, which will be gorgeous Nalini Bhatt's Prashanti.
Love is my form, truth is my breath, this is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, this is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, this is my food.
We at Prashanti offer our humblest pranams at the most sacred lotus feet of Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. Welcome, brothers and sisters. This is Nalini. In honor of Bhagavan's 100th birthday, we are bringing important landmarks in the life of the avatar. Previously, we watched young Satya give darshan of Lord Virupaksha in the sanctum sanctorum of the temple at Hampi. In today's segment, we'll witness the turning point in Bhagavan's life when he threw his books and walked out of his house. October 20th, 1940. That was the day he chose. The Sai world celebrates October 20th every year as the Avatar Declaration Day. Previously, we learned of Sai being visible inside the sanctum sanctorum of Virupaksha temple in the place of Lord Virupaksha himself.
People entered into Virupaksha temple, but Virupaksha was not there. Razu was there in place of Virupaksha.
Before they left Bellari, where this incident occurred, Ramaraju, the municipal chairman who had taken Satyam to Hampi, presented Baba a collar pin considered aristocratic at the time. While Satyam was going to school after a couple of days, he dropped the collar pin.
On the way to school, this collar pin dropped down. I sang a song. Swirly connections have dropped down with the dropping of the pin. Bondages are cut off. Then I went to the house of Anjaneya Excise Commission. On October 20th, I declared, I am Sai.
Many people started questioning, who are you? Demon or an evil spirit?
Yes.
No. Understand truly that I am Sai. Nobody heard the name of Sai Baba in those days.
On the morning of 20th October 1940, Satya returned from school early, declared the purpose of his birth. He cast aside the books and called out, I am no longer your Satya, I am Sai. I don't belong to you. Maya or illusion has gone. My devotees are calling me. When the sister-in-law came out, she was almost blinded by the splendor of the halo which she saw around Sai Baba's head. Give up all your efforts to cure me, he said, and walked without looking back. He proceeded to a garden around the house of the Inspector of Excise, Shri Anjaneyulu. The garden resounded with the devotional singing. The very first song which Baba taught the astonished mass of humanity was an invitation to surrender to the feet of the Guru. Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam. O mind, meditate on the lotus feet of the Guru, for they alone will carry you across the turbulent ocean of life. The Divine had spoken. Love is the path, service is worship, and God lives within every heart that beats with compassion. The boy was looked upon as a tiny prophet thereafter. The house was full of pilgrims offering him flowers and sweets. It was clear that young Sai belonged to his devotees. He was not content playing the role of a son, brother, and so on. The moment had come to renounce the family. A photographer came who wanted Baba to remove a crude stone that was right in front of him. But Baba did not allow it. The photographer took the picture nevertheless, and lo and behold, when the photo was developed, the stone had become an image of Sai Baba of Shirdi. The parents rushed to Urabakunda. Baba suddenly said, "Oh, Maya has come." He pointed out to Ishwaramma, whom he referred to as Maya. When the mother pleaded with young Sai to come home, he nonchalantly asked, "Who belongs to whom?" A few days later, the parents were able to persuade him to come to Puttaparthi by assuring him that they would not come in the way of his mission. Satyam asked the mother to serve him food. He mixed the various dishes she served into 3 balls. Swallowing them, he said, "Now false appearance has failed." Satyam was first welcomed at Puttaparthi by Srimati Subbamma, Baba's foster mother, who tended him with love and affections and welcomed all the devotees into her home. People arrived to have a darshan of Bala Sai and worshipped him. Some miscreants set the house on fire when he was sleeping alone inside. The villagers watched in amazement as just then heavy rains doused the raging fire and Bala Sai emerged. Satyam's brother could not appreciate his activities. He asked him harshly, "Who are you?" The young Sai then threw flowers onto the floor. They formed neatly to read Sathya Sai Baba. He then showed his real form as Shirdi Sai Baba. Thank you for watching Prashanti. Jai Sai Ram.
Manasa Bhajare
So stay tuned as we proceed on to a much admired segment called Prashanti, which is directed and hosted here by beautiful Nalini Bhatt. Let's see.
Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food. Love is my form, truth is my
We at Prashanti offer our humblest pranams at the most sacred lotus feet of Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. Welcome brothers and sisters, this is Nalini. Previously on Prashanti, we had a glimpse into the beginnings of Avatar Incarnate's mission when the 14-year-old Satyam left home. He was brought back to Puttaparthi by his parents. Baba's many miracles attracted crowds from all over who hastened to Puttaparthi and thronged the house of Subbamma and later the tiny little mandir called the Old Mandir, which she and others built for Baba. In today's Prashanti, let us watch the historic letter that Baba wrote to his brother, enunciating clearly what his mission was all about. I quote from the book Satyam Shivam Sundaram, which Professor Kasturi, Baba's biographer, wrote. Baba was now 20 years of age. His elder brother could not grasp the mystery of this phenomenon. He watched with increasing consternation and genuine fraternal love the procession of cars that came and took his simple village-grown brother away into the cities that glittered beyond the horizon, full of pitfalls. Press comments that rose from ignorance pained him, so he wrote a letter to his brother, warning him about fame. Sri Kasturi writes, the reply that Sai Baba wrote to his brother on the 25th May 1947 is in my possession. Though the letter was written by brother, the reply is addressed to all. Those devoted to me have to treat joy and grief, gain and loss with equal fortitude. I will never give up those who attach themselves to me. When I am thus engaged in my beneficial task, how can my name be ever tarnished, as you apprehend? I do not belong to any place. I have no mine or thine. This is my very first vow. What a letter this is! It is an epic epistle, a parting of the curtain, to give us a quick glimpse of the God in his human frame. The Sai centers springing in 125 countries, children from various countries chanting Gayatri Mantra, the resurrection of temples, the homas and yajnas, Vedic conferences, the mass marriages and thread ceremonies, and other countless parts of his mission have brought about a renaissance, a transformation of hearts. The humanitarian projects were but byproducts, incidental to his main mission. Millions flocked to him because he could miraculously cure them of even the incurable diseases. People sang his bhajans because it conferred immeasurable benefits on them, and of course the free institutions were a great blessing for millions of people. Baba stated, I have a task to foster all mankind and ensure for all of them lives full of ananda. He had a vow to remove the sufferings of humanity and lead mankind on the path of righteousness, which echoed Sri Krishna's saying in Bhagavad Gita, I reincarnate again and again whenever there is a decline of dharma to punish the evil and protect the good. Baba had already laid out the plan way ahead of time.
The letter that Swami wrote is one of the most sacred objects. It's the Holy Grail, blueprint of Swami's mission. Seshamaraju preserved that letter for so many years. He knew that Swami was not to be taken lightly. He gave that letter to Professor Kasturi, and that went to Mr. Indulal Shah. Mr. Indulal Shah had given it to the devotee who came and gave it to Radio Sai and completely forgotten about it. We had no idea where the letter was for many, many years. When Swami inaugurated Radio Sai, the Sai Prakash was there. Swami said, all that is important about Swami will come here. Swami comes in Suresh Rao sir's dream and says, I'm coming to you tomorrow. And that letter came and it has been duly preserved.
The 5-page letter, 1947, Swami writes, received your letter. Love and devotion was full to its brim. People pelt stones only on fruit-laden trees. People write out of jealousy. Satya will always emerge victorious. Mahatmas will never feel elated when praised or shrink when they are ignored. There are yogis who revel in opium, intoxicating drinks. There are those who fill themselves with meat, slit the throats of innocent animals. Final line, you need not worry that I will be spoiled in such a manner.
The immense task that Baba talked about in the letter to his brother found fulfillment during Baba's physical presence here on the earth. He trained his devotees in such a way that the work started by him, they carried forward even after his Mahasamadhi with total dedication. We will resume the life of Bhagawan that we had paused to recall the highlights of Bhagawan in lieu of his 100th birthday. Thank you for watching Prashanti. Jai Sai Ram.